The tree branch that we're making is going to be a silhouette, and it needs to start on an edge of the paper so it doesn't look like it's floating. So I'm going to start with a line that comes through and touches the moon. And then we looked at how branches look like the letter Y. But to make that branch look a little more realistic, instead of it being one line thick, I'm going to go at the bottom to make it look like it's thicker. And maybe it's thicker on the edges, so maybe I kind of curve that out. So I'm not worried about this inside part because we're going to color that in with marker. As it comes up here, I'm going to make it kind of touch at a point, and I'm going to have a point here and make it touch. So it really looks like, if I kind of pencil this in, the letter Y as a block letter. I am not going to draw every single part of this branch with pencil. I'm just trying to get kind of the rough shape. Remember, the more Y's you add, and maybe your Y's have Y's, the more realistic the tree is going to look. I've got a messy mat under my paper, and I've got a choice of a thick marker and a thin marker. As I start, I'm going to start this thicker area with that thick black marker, coloring it in so it's a thick silhouette shape. So this marker is not working the best. I'm going to switch markers. Trying to get a nice black line. There we go. As I get into those thinner parts of the branch, I might switch to my thinner Sharpie. I can still think about line thickness though, where it might be a little bit thicker where it attaches to the branch. That's just going to make that tree look more realistic. These thin Sharpies work really good if you want to add more branches. And right now I'm like barely touching. I get some really nice thinner lines. So again, you can add more with those Sharpies. You don't have to draw everything with pencil. If you want to add bats or owls or other silhouette shapes, you can. So an owl might be a curved shape. And I'm gonna make a curved smiley face line for the ears. You could add eyes and not color those in, so it kind of looks like the eyes are open. You could add wings, but remember, we are not gonna know the color of this owl because it's a silhouette. We might not know the texture of the feathers. It just looks like a black shape. I also would love for you to think about space and how to show space in this project. So things that are close to us are going to be bigger. So maybe I'm going to have a bat in this drawing, and maybe the bat's going to be kind of down here. I'm going to draw a circle, and you can do this in pencil first if you want. Triangle ears. Silhouette has to be all black. The wings of the bat, I like to think of them as sad faces with the letter M underneath, colored in to make a black silhouette. So right now that bat kind of looks like it's close to us. If we want things to go back in space, like they're getting further away from us, maybe up here in the corner, I have a bat that's much tinier because it's flying away. That helps us see some space. So today, make sure that you're showing thick to thin in your branches. Make sure that everything is a black silhouette shape colored in really nicely.